Polynomial functions. You have three definitions. Write down those definitions. Your definition of a polynomial is a monomial or the sum of monomials. What is a monomial? One term.
Okay. And how is a polynomial a monomial?
It's a collection of monomials.
Why does it say a monomial or the sum of monomials?
Because a monomial could be a polynomial. A monomial is a type of polynomial, or a sum of monomials is a polynomial. For example, 5x squared up here is a polynomial. Okay, the type of polynomial it is a monomial. Now there are two things that separate terms. And here's the key, right? Here's one of them right here. So one thing that separates terms is sum. What's the other thing that separates?
Difference.
Difference. Okay, addition and subtraction separate terms. So right here, 5x squared is one term. All right? Now the degree of a term is the exponent of the variable. So what's the degree of 5x squared?
2.
2. Okay, everybody got those two definitions? And then standard form of a polynomial is a group of monomials in descending order by degree. Are we frozen? Okay, so standard form is a group of monomials in descending order by degree. Alright, let me put our example up here. 5x squared plus 3x plus 7x cubed plus 1. Okay, to write that in standard form, you have to write the largest exponent first, which is what? Lanzer? Which one should come first in red?
7x cubed.
Good job. 7x cubed.
5x
Then what?
squared.
Plus 5x squared.
3x.
1.
Plus 3x plus 1 would be standard form of that polynomial. Okay. How many different terms are there?
4.
4 different terms. Okay. The next thing we're going to have to do is be able to classify these by the degree. And what's the degree here?
3.
3. Just 3. It's the largest exponent. You had to classify it by degree, so this would be a cubic polynomial of 4 terms. Okay. Classify it by the number of terms. If it was one term, what would it be? Monomial. 2 terms. Binomial. 3 terms. Trinomial. Anything over 3, you just classify by the number. So like I just did here, I called this a cubic polynomial of 4 terms. If there was another one, it'd be a polynomial of 5 terms. Alright, you also got to classify it by degree, which we say cubic. You got to know the first 5. Yeah?
If it was like 3x plus 2x, would you have to simplify that?
Yes. You have to simplify it and write it in standard form. Alright, so we need to know this table right here.
So copy that?
Yeah, this is in the book. If you want to write it down, you can. But basically, we just talked about terms 1, 2, and 3, monomial, binomial, trinomial. Anything over 3 would be a polynomial of that many terms. Okay, we need to know the first 5 for degree. If you have a degree of 0, which we have here, because there's no variable, then it would be a constant. Degree of 1 would be linear, degree of 2 quadratic, degree of 3 cubic, degree of 4, quartic, degree of 5, quintic. Anything over that, if you went up to 6, you would just say 6th degree polynomial, or 6th degree trinomial. Okay, right here, to classify this, you would just say it's a constant monomial, because there's only one term. This is a linear binomial, because there are two terms. Quadratic monomial, one term. Cubic trinomial, quartic binomial, quintic polynomial, 4 terms.
Why
Make sure you know those first 5. Yeah.
with the quintic or whatever, why do you add the other 4 terms? Why is it not on the next one too?
Wait, say it one more time.
Like, why is there the 4, why do you have to add the other 4 terms?
Well, we had to name it by degree and number of terms. They have nothing to do with each other. Just because it's a quintic doesn't have
No, I'm
anything.
saying like, why doesn't the binomial have of 2 terms or something?
Because we know a binomial is 2 terms.
Okay.
Anything over 3, you just say a polynomial of that many terms.
Oh,
We have a name for the first 3. Monomial, binomial, trinomial. So in this one, the example below tells you to write this in standard form, then classify it. So negative 7x plus 5x to the 4th is not standard form. You have to write the x to the 4th first. So it's 5x to the 4th minus 7x. How would you classify that?
Quartic and binomial.
Quartic binomial. Okay? One more.
So if it was just like number of terms 4, would you have to write polynomial of 4 terms?
You write
Or just-
polynomial of 4 terms.
you just
Anything
never-
over 3, you write polynomial of that many terms. Okay? Alright, what would that one be in standard form?
Would that be
3x
cubic
plus-
Whoa, hold on.
3x cubed
3x cubed
plus x squared
plus x squared.
minus 2x?
Very good. And that's standard form, then how would you classify it?
Isn't it like a, hold up.
Cubic
it's a-
trinomial? Yeah,
Cubic
that's it,
trinomial.
Cubic trinomial.
Very good. So first put it in standard form, and then classify it.